Good evening, everyone, and welcome to PAPAtv Live. We are live here in Carnegie, Pennsylvania at the Papa headquarters. And we are starting a month-long stream of horror slash, spacey slash
Spooky.
spooky. Good. Yeah, thank you. I had lost for words for a change. Different types of games that we're going to be broadcasting through the entire month of October. So should be pretty exciting. My name is Fred Cochran, and to my right is Eitan Goldman, and to my left, Louis Bevins. And we have James Coons producing the show this evening. And we are going to bring to you Freddy Krueger's Nightmare and Bone Busters, two games that I don't think we've ever done.
No.
And Freddy Krueger is a game that you don't see a whole heck of a lot of, and it's kind of a unique theme. And so we figured, why not start with one of the masters of horror, Freddy Krueger, for a kickoff of our haunt of the month of October here at Papa.
Yes. Just seeing this game, I had one back on location when I was growing up as a kid. It brings back a lot of memories, seeing another Nightmare on Elm Street.
They used to have one at our old bowling alley up at North Great Valley Lanes, and I remember playing it once or twice, but it wasn't a game I spent much time on. So really interested to see people blow it up, and hopefully we'll have some of our players tonight. We have some great players. We have Chris Stevens, DJ Ryle, Jay Kolajacek, and Pete Hendricks. So we have some great talent that somebody's going to get a hold of it at some point. So hopefully everybody will play well.
I'm really impressed you got Jake's name right.
So last week, if you see on our screen there's a gentleman behind the banner. His name is Mark Tremonti. He's a guitarist for the band Creed, as well as his solo project Tremonti and Alter Bridge. And he requested to come down to Papa HQ and check out the building. He's a huge pinhead. I'm a metalhead, and I didn't even know that Mark had any interest in pinball until his tour manager contacted us through our Facebook page and wanted to come and visit the building. And he said this was like, the words out of his mouth was, I would rather not be anywhere else in the world except for here, which for me and anybody who, comes to Papa, you hear that a lot in the pinball world. But when an actual Grammy Award-winning guitarist comes into your building and says, I'd rather talk about pinball than music, he's pretty serious. So he got to play some games down here at HQ, got to visit with our tech, Steve, was asking some questions about tech and games and things like that. And so he actually went to sound check, came back after sound check, and played more pinball, which was pretty amazing to me. And he said that he was warmed up, so he didn't care about being at the show. He'd been playing, so that picture right there was taken backstage. I got to hang out with the band, and thanks again to Mark and his whole crew for allowing me and my brother to come down and hang out. And it was kind of fun to see, like I said, somebody with a passion for music come down here and has a bigger passion for pinball. So again, thanks to Mark and his whole crew for coming down and enjoying our building. So wanted to give him a shout out. So we're going to go to Pinstadium for one of our sponsors, and they're going to kick off the show.
The wait is over. A revolution in LED lighting for your pinball is finally here. Fully customizable, full-spectrum lighting from Pinstadium Lights. Order yours now at pinstadium.com.
All right, thanks to Pinstadium for being one of our sponsors. And as we're walking in, Chris Stevens is coming into the screen. We're going to talk about the keys to the game here, I believe, in a second.
All right. So for Nightmare on Elm Street, we have 3 keys to the game. First, down to sleep. Start nightmares or modes at the boiler shot. Or you could just kind of time them out. Or you could shoot the skill shot to immediately start a nightmare. You could shoot lit Freddy shots to build Freddy meter, which is on the back of the game during the modes. And if you get the Freddy meter full, you get to shoot the boiler, complete the nightmare, kill Freddy, and get some bonus points for it. Second, prepare to battle. Complete the center drop targets when awake to collect some items for your next nightmare. You can get more power, you can get multi-balls, you can get some really cool stuff off of that. You can also collect some coffee to stay awake, and if you get yourself fully awake, you get some really cool stuff. You can collect Krueger hands to trade for features like a lot of Gottliebs of this era, and if you spell claw, you get to use the center claw drain save, which is a nice little chink that pops up in the center if you hit the button. And finally, we have Skill Slumber. As I mentioned a little bit earlier, plunging the boiler from the start of your ball immediately starts your next nightmare, so make sure you hit your skill shots. And back to the game.
So yeah, I was playing this a little bit earlier today, and I don't know much about Freddy Krueger. Obviously, I read the notes that we were going to be doing the game tonight, and a lot of multi-ball based modes. Again, you'll see at the top right there, the boiler door opens and closes, so you do have to time it for a skill shot, which is what Chris is going to do to start his first nightmare. Locks in. First one is a 2-ball multi-ball. And he has to shoot the Freddy shots. So you'll see along the playfield there are flashing Freddy Krueger shots throughout the game. And to be perfectly honest, I'm not 100% sure what you get if you get all the shots, but I think it's a jackpot most likely.
So
go ahead, Lewis. I know you know a lot more about this than I do.
So it's essentially what you're doing is you're trying to damage Freddy. And when you, like Chris has right now, he's fully damaged Freddy. He could shoot that boiler to score the jackpot and complete the mode.
So that's the lights on the top of the board there. You'll see the flashing lights above the boiler room that they will start lower and progress as you do damage Freddy. So another little rule that I just found out. So, again, Lewis is our encyclopedia of game knowledge over here, and I count on him a lot because my game knowledge isn't nearly as strong as it needs to be.
So now that Chris is kind of sitting around, what are you going to do?
On the in lane, so that means that my combo is lit, which is nice because you go down the in lane, you hit this captive ball, and then you hit the behind the Freddy for a nice little combo jackpot, which is actually no small points. It's actually a decent amount, but I think boring. Thanks, Freddy. But if you hit the boiler room, it opens it up again, so I can start my next nightmare. And I'm kind of aim for that because I want to be able to kind of progress in every odd. Nightmare is indeed a multi-ball, so hopefully I can get back into that.
Very
there
cool.
You go.
Aton, have you played Freddy Krueger before ever?
No, but I actually had a interesting question, which is I saw something flash by on the screen there.
Okay.
Okay. I saw it flash by and say there's a certain number of Krugerrands. I'm wondering what that refers to.
So, if you think of it like, let's see, game balls from a Shack Attack, or try to think of some of the other awards, quartz in Stargate, there's an item that you can collect and then trade in to get various awards.
Okay, so it's like the Frank Thomas, you hit the glove and all that different
Frank
thing. Okay,
Thomas
gotcha.
cards.
Yeah.
A lot of DMDs.
You're going
in this
more and
era.
more obscure with your games here.
Oh no, we are in the DMD Gottliebs here. We are in peak obscurity right now, and I am loving it.
Nice backhand by Chris to collect 20 million. I was trying to backhand that today, and it's clear that I just don't have the skill to do it because Chris did it one shot, and that's fine. That's usually how it works. And unfortunately,
Speaking of
center
skill.
drain.
Also, just a few quick questions to field out in the chat. Drew3756 asks us, how much do you guys know what pinball machine is worth the most money right now?
Oh no!
The most money, what pinball machine?
Oh yes.
I'd say it's probably pretty subjective. I've seen Big Bang bars go for 20 grand.
I'd
That's a lot of
probably say my money's on Supreme right now just because
yeah,
of
that's
the
true.
exclusivity. But yeah, Big Bang bars are up there. There's a few games that definitely get into the 5-figure mark.
So what, Magic Girl?
Magic Girl, yep.
Magic Girls, I know are selling for big money.
Alien, potentially. That one's like really low on like maybe 10,000 at most. But
Okay. Yeah, that's a tough question. Like, like Monster Bashes, I've seen those go for $10,000 and $12,000 all
Yep.
modded out. It really depends, I guess, on the title and what mods have been done to it. If it's LED'd out, if it has toys, scarcity. A lot of that plays in Varcon. Varcon, you don't think Varcon whenever you're thinking about pinball, but there was less than 100 that made of those, so I know those command a premium.
And Aton, let's test your knowledge here. How many games are in this building?
Oh, well, I counted 5 earlier. I don't know if there are more. I stopped after that, but I think they might have some more in the back. I was also in the bathroom when I was doing that counting, so I don't know if there are more outside of the bathroom or not.
There were 2 in the bathroom. At least the men's room there was 2.
So then I'm not sure where those other 3 came from.
There were more in the men's room about a week ago. So.
Oh, the men's room.
Yeah, the men's room.
Okay, I think I might have found my problem.
Yeah, I think there are still 3 or 4 in the women's room. So.
Okay, I've been peeing in the wrong bathroom.
Way to go, Aton.
Look, I get it done.
So Jake has been killing it. I haven't really watched. Okay, and all it takes is for me to say something
That
because
was awesome.
I was gonna say I haven't been here for the last couple streams, but what I have seen is that Jake's been kicking everybody's butt until I said something.
Well, what he did is he rolled his way through that first nightmare, got himself into the main
no idea
multi-ball
what I'm
after
doing
it,
here.
and then you just get 10 million, 20 million, 30 million, 40 million. You keep building up. A lot of points.
So we got DJ Ryle, Pittsburgh legend, up the bat here, and he said he doesn't have any idea what to do in this game. So the one thing I'm hoping we can get a shot of, if we can pan out somehow, is his stance.
His stance is very wide.
I don't know if our producer James Coons can make this happen. I'm pretty sure we can, but he's got like the ultimate power stance.
Is there like a
Yeah, I
Adaball?
think
Maybe
we got
that's Target
ourselves
or
a.
something.
I think we have a question from the player here.
He wants to know about an Adaball. What do you think, Lewis? Can we get an Adaball on multi-ball 1?
So the way you get an Adaball is essentially you need to beat the mode, and then you get a 4-ball multi-ball out of it.
Very nice.
It's kind of like your Star Wars victory multi-ball. Once you've done whatever you need to do, the game's like, here, have some more balls, have fun.
Here we go.
So he has to pan a little bit lower. You can get the gist of it, though.
Multi-ball win flash.
But yeah, there you go. There's the power stance right
Yep.
there. So we wanted to make sure
Is
everybody
it,
got to see DJ's power stance, because what will happen,
Video of my boom.
the interesting thing, too, that DJ does is once he makes a shot or does something, he adjusts and switches his stance from left to the front, right to the back. So in case he...
Like this?
Yeah. Like
Oh.
wow, he just did that on
Oh,
cue.
yeah.
That's very impressive.
That's fancy.
Have you ever had that stance going and you've got a muscle spasm in your calf? Ever?
No.
It looks like you would.
Well, he's
I do
trained
lots
for
of
years.
yoga.
Yeah.
Okay.
He goes on a Rocky-like regimen to like really prepare for that.
He drinks like raw eggs.
He chases wild pinball machines. It's crazy.
Chris was not lying when he said that is a hard backhand.
What, the boiler?
Oh.
Yeah, the boiler is tough. He made it look pretty easy, though.
I got a couple, and then all of a sudden it just didn't want to go any
All
further.
right, so DJ Rao in his power stance, way behind Jake
not
right
very
now.
powerful.
Jake at 160. Of course, I jinxed him into losing his balls, and that ended his his dominant ball 1. But got Pete Hendricks up here, and his favorite Halloween movie is actually Nightmare on Elm Street. He said.
What a jerk! I can't let the kill bob settle.
Oh, that's you do have time. That's just player error. That's just bad on you. And there goes
drummed up a
Pete's.
conversation with us.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Lewis.
Well, I'm saying he could have drummed up
Oh.
a conversation with us if he wanted to wait out the tilt bob.
Yeah, he could have. And this is Pete with his power stance right now. Doesn't look very powerful, but at least he has good posture. His back's not going to be sore. But I saw DJ's movie, I think, for favorite horror movie was The Great Pumpkin or something like that.
The Great Pumpkin,
that's a
Charlie
scary
Brown.
movie.
Yeah, Great Pumpkin and Charlie Brown. All he got is rocks. Which is, I can't argue with that. That's a great movie.
Oh yeah, no. And now that I'm thinking about it, yeah, that seems pretty DJ-like right there.
Yeah, he kind of, doesn't go with the status quo. Like, whenever everybody sees my favorite Halloween movie, it's going to be pretty obvious and pretty boring. But, all of our movies will be revealed at some point this evening.
You can just imagine right now that he actually has it on vinyl. Probably like that whole, I'd almost say almost the whole Charlie Brown soundtrack at this point.
There was the video disc era where they actually tried to record video on vinyl.
Was that the Laserdisc era?
No, it was actually recorded like as a analog signal on a vinyl disc.
How did I miss this?
It lasted for about 10 minutes in 1979.
Okay, so that's when I missed it. I was 9 years old.
Yeah.
No, 11 years old.
It wasn't called video disc. I forget what it was called.
Yeah, because I remember Betamax,
Oh,
Laserdisc, and VHS.
I believe I watched Nightmare on Elm Street for the first time on Betamax.
Really?
Oh yeah.
I saw it at the movie theater. I saw it at the movie theater in Monroeville in 1984. And the part where Nancy was running up the steps and they turned to marshmallow, it blew my mind. Totally blew my mind.
I just didn't understand how Johnny Depp had so much blood in him. That was the big thing that mystified me in that movie.
It's a great visual, though. There's a documentary on how they shot that scene. If you
it's
ever got to
crazy.
watch
Yes,
it,
I've seen it.
it was done on a gimbal, and they said they were melting things with the blood was going into like the light sockets and stuff, and people were diving off to prevent from getting electrocuted.
By the
Sounds
way, the
about
chat
right.
was wondering when we'd have the first claw save, and
There it was.
Pete Hendricks pulls off our first claw save of the night.
I was looking at Aton. I missed it completely, so I have to watch the replay.
Let's be honest. I was going for a slap save and hit the button accidentally.
Pete, listen.
That is
You
the-
planned it the whole time exactly the way it came off. So, also too, we have some footage of a double trap that you had during warm-ups that James will have to show at some point if he recorded it. I don't know if it could be replicated at some point. There's really no need to replicate it, but it was really cool to watch. So if we get it queued up here, we'll show everybody the double trap up that Pete pulled off during pre-production warm-ups.
He trapped the pinball?
He trapped 2.
Wow.
Wait
It's
till you
not
see
that
how
I
he did it.
trapped it. It's how I did it.
Yeah, it's how he did it. So it's really cool. There's like I said, there's no point in doing it.
Of course.
I don't think there's really any benefit that you get from it other than bragging rights.
It's pretty cool. That's enough for me.
Uh-oh, Pete, you're falling asleep.
See, I had no idea those center targets did as much as you told us, Lewis. That you could
Yeah.
get coffee and more
Have you-
time and
Oh, yeah.
Have you talked about this claw yet?
Well, we've been leaving it for you guys to show us.
that's a
Oh,
diverter,
I forgot
right?
about it until right there. Occasionally, you can, similar to the WWE Slammer, this claw will, you can use it to flip the ball into the TV for points.
Yep. And by demonstrating that, PD also demonstrates the other feature of this game. If you trap up the ball, you will start modes automatically.
Very
What?
nice.
There's a meter in the back of the game that goes down as you mess around, and eventually you fall asleep. And when you fall asleep, you start a nightmare.
I'm learning so much.
Yep.
There's
And
a
I
light-
guess now that we're looking at this, yeah, there is an add-a-ball. The multi-ball target on the left side. When you hit that one flashing, a friend joins your nightmare, and well,
Oh.
Holy
all
smokes.
the friends are out of the
No,
pool.
was that a quad drain?
That was a mass murder.
Ooh.
I looked up and Pete was killing it. All of a sudden, so this is earlier. If you look on the bottom flipper, he's got a ball trapped, and he's got one trapped on the top right. And then he just did a stage, which released the ball. But how he got 2 balls trapped on the same side, it was pretty amazing. So we're back to live action with Chris Stevens. And I forgot to see what Chris's favorite Halloween movie was, so we're going to get that up on the screen here in a second.
Well, whenever we get the opportunity. Get in the
Shining.
shining.
The shinning. Love it.
One of the movies that was not a bad Stephen King transition from book to movie. However, there were parts of the movie that people were just like, no, that just doesn't work. But
What?
I liked it.
I disagree. Shining is a masterpiece of modern cinema.
Okay. James Coons agrees.
I know he does because he's a good human being.
Scatman Crothers was in that movie.
He was in that
You
movie.
win.
There was a lot of things going on in that movie. If you want a good time, if you watch any analysis of it on YouTube, there's a lot of crazy stuff going on in the background that you never really realize. And then when it's pointed out, you realize, oh wow, that's things like the layout of the building is physically impossible. Jack Nicholson is reading a Playgirl when he is interviewed before his interview, things like that.
I'll have to check it out. I know that they did some scenes where they made Shelley Duvall scream
Oh yes, she's
like
not,
bloody murder for real.
she is not a fan of Stanley Kubrick. I think is the best way to put it.
Yeah, I heard
Yeah.
some things just recently about that.
Oh, Nightmare Before Christmas, Jake. That's a great movie.
And it was also a
Also-
custom pinball machine.
Technically,
Yes, it was.
Technically, not a Halloween movie.
I mean, technically it is a Halloween movie.
Actually, it's very much a Christmas movie.
It's very much a Halloween and Christmas movie.
Listen,
it bridges
Aton.
that gap over Thanksgiving and goes
Okay,
right between
now,
the 2
I'm
Thank
gonna
you,
say
Lewis.
this.
I appreciate that.
If
That's
we are allowed to call that movie a Halloween movie, then I am allowed to call Die Hard a Christmas movie.
I agree with you.
I
Hard
think
is
most
totally
people
a
call it a
Christmas
Christmas movie already.
And we have
I
James
know.
Coons in the
I just wanted to say
producer's chair
I just
looking
wanted
at
to bring up
Aton
Die
like,
Hard.
yes, this is a movie.
Yeah, I just want to bring up Die Hard. Sorry.
No, absolutely Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
Okay, so we're all in agreement then.
And once again, we got Jake up there. He has no power stance.
But he doesn't seem to need it.
Oh, that was a great save, though. Great nudge. He doesn't need the big, the leg kicks or anything like that. He just again,
makes
good
it happen.
posture. 5 million mystery award. Needs 2 more letters for his claw save, so we want to see Jake get that in action. This is one of the games that always gave us problems here. And then our tech, Dan Hall, who's been on the broadcast a few times, went through it entirely. Looked at the board, did a lot of different work with it.
Oh,
They're coming back.
And we actually used it in Pinburg this year.
Oh,
It was
yeah.
a game we didn't even want to take it to the show for replay at all because it would always break. And this year it actually was used in Pinburg. So congrats to Freddy Krueger for surviving.
I believe it held up the entire time. I don't think it had a single
Yeah.
problem.
No issues at all.
It definitely was a consideration when I had to come up with a Pinburg bank.
You could say it got scared straight.
Scared straight.
So, another question from the chat. Jared Chambers. He says that Lethal Weapon is also a Christmas movie.
Bad! Yes, Lethal Weapon is.
It is.
Martin Riggs is listening to Christmas songs when he's in his trailer.
Yes, but it's set in L.A., and as we all know, L.A. does not exist in the normal, time continuum.
Also, I know this one's up for subjective debate, but what do you guys consider the first pinball machine?
The first pinball machine?
This is exactly why I like single ball play, because I don't get 4 balls during it once.
Well, some people will say it was Humpty Dumpty because it was the first game that had flippers.
That game is so
But,
terrible.
That's kind of where my bet was going to, Humpty Dumpty.
yeah, that would be my guess. It's like the same question, what's the best-selling pinball machine of all time? Automatically, most people say Addams Family, but it's not Addams Family. It's actually, I can't remember what the name of it is. It's an older game.
It's electromechanical. I know which one you're talking
It was
about.
like
too.
70,000 units or something like that. It was
Yeah.
some ridiculous number that was made back in the back in the EM days. But yeah, my guess is going to be Humpty Dumpty because it was the first one that had flippers. But tons of games that didn't have flippers were super popular back then, anyways.
Ooh.
See, DJ wasn't in his power stance there.
Yeah, that really had a big effect on his score.
I think it did. Then we got Freddy Krueger in the foreground there, holding a pinball. I don't know that Robert Englund did any voiceovers for this game. I'm pretty sure not.
I'm guessing not.
Voice actor.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's pretty good, though.
Oh, it's very good. It's still got all of the intimidating, I guess you could say the intimidating feel to it. You have the kids screaming, "Help me!"
It's pretty dark. The game's pretty dark.
Oh, yeah.
That's what happened to Pete there.
Freddy spit it down the out lane.
Oh, jeez. So we still have, looks like Jake Kolajacek still has a pretty sizable lead on
we got a close match.
everybody. So
Yeah.
got Chris Stevens here coming up and see if he can make some pick up some ground on Jake. I think Jake stomped everybody on Judge Dredd last week. So Jake's been on a roll.
So now we're into the strobing jackpot nightmare. So there's one white blinking shot that's going around the playfield, and you want to collect it.
Chris went from 129 to 190 really quickly.
Okay, this will be a nice one right here.
So the other thing you could start the nightmares also too by just backhanding the furnace door, right?
Yep.
The boiler room door.
There's the boiler room door or just trapping up. You
Okay.
can choose which one you want to do. And I think for the sake of entertainment, we're going to try to stay away from trapping up as much as possible.
Yeah, we're gonna bash that door all day.
Oh, yeah.
May as well,
Ooh.
guys.
It's like the castle gate on Medieval Madness.
Oh boy.
Seems like the return
Don't
is a
do
little
that.
nicer, though.
Yeah, the return on it is definitely nicer, Aton. That's a good point. I think a lot of people at the PPO a couple years ago playing Medieval Madness.
A couple years ago. Wasn't that just last year?
Was that? It seems like a couple years ago. I don't know. Maybe it was last year. Was it last year?
No, it was last year. I
That was an
remember.
evil game.
I didn't touch that with a 10-foot pole the entire time.
Boom.
I remember Jason Wardrick playing it and then stepping alongside the game right before it would kick out and would just give the game a nice whack on the left side. And to no avail, it was still going down the middle on him. You got
Come
to
on.
adapt and adjust.
Come on.
Yeah, pretty much.
3-ball, multi-ball for Chris.
Yep, trying to get those Freddy shots. That'll light the boiler. And this could be huge here if he gets the boiler with multi-ball.
Uh-oh.
Oh!
Oh, I thought it was going to be double.
Oh, there we go.
Nice trap up. The one thing about these Gottlieb flippers, too, you'll see the pitch on the flippers
Get in there.
is a lot, the angle is a lot more pronounced than on a standard pinball machine. So trapping up on a Gottlieb of this era is something that is a lot easier. So the games tend to play a little bit longer if you choose to control the game, unlike Pete, because Pete just likes to flip along and get control. It's easier to control the games.
So now Chris is trying to shoot the 5 different jackpots. So that's the captive ball's the third. There's a target in like to the right of the pop bumpers, and then there's the left orbit he needs to complete the 5.
And that top one has to be, I think, hit by the upper flipper, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
And I think he just did it.
Yep. Now he's got
418 now. He's at that backhand down now.
Oh yeah. There we
Getting
go.
Good footage of the ball coming out of Krueger's mouth yet?
Mm-hmm. Bop.
There it is.
That's just
Bop.
not right.
It's
And
an
now that
interesting sound.
and now that he's got all 5 of the jackpots, he can just shoot the captive ball for 50 million all day.
And there's no grace period. I think that would have been
Oh,
a
boy.
50 million point shot.
So Chris, could you shoot that blinking left shot?
I'm trying. So this
When you
has
got time.
Dream Warriors lit. It might be kind of difficult to see from the overhead cam, and I have no idea what it does.
I'm going to
So,
guess it's something good.
Let's see if we can find out. I mean, I've aimed for this shot numerous times, and I haven't been able to like get it to stick. Okay, cool.
I like how you build up the suspense, Chris.
You like that?
you won't make it,
Oh.
and then you will on one shot. So we got multiple balls happening.
Is this just get it into the boiler room here? Or?
Hit the strobing shot. But yeah,
Ah.
get into the boiler room essentially.
And it looks like Chris has his.
There we
has his
go, 100 million.
100 million.
Now the left loop for 100 million.
Oh, that's a lot of points.
Look at that. Let's see if we get the super,
Oh, no.
super Elwin's trap up.
All right, let's get this to the flipper. Beautiful.
There it is. There's a super Elwin.
Ah, and a super miss.
Back to the super Elwin. Not a super miss that time.
Which
100
one do I
million.
need now? Oh no.
Now
The
you gotta
hard
shoot
shot.
that shot
Oh,
again.
you got
Oh,
this.
no.
There's that shot. Don't even do that. You're gonna make it. You bricked it.
Oh come
Ah,
on.
you bricked it again. Yeah, you bricked it
Freddy
again.
not helping.
Well, I'm not supposed to be here to help. Brick.
I think you can make
I
it.
will huff and I will puff and I will blow your bricks in. There it is.
Did it go in? Yeah.
Yep.
So you had to do a jailbreak before you did it. Don't forget you have a claw save too, Chris. So if you need it, claw save. Freddy will save you.
Super
jackpot. So the jackpots are 100 million. What's the super jackpot?
Well, the super jackpots are the 100 million. The jackpots are 10.
Oh, okay.
So if you shoot any old shot, you'll get 10 million. If you shoot the blinking shot, you get 100. And just like that, Chris is almost at $1 billion.
And just like that,
Oh no.
Jake is no longer in command. Oh,
And just like that,
save.
Chris
I
uses
did
the
it.
claw.
I did it.
Very nice.
Let's go for coffee. That's we haven't done that yet.
It's definitely caffeinated. No decaf here on Freddy Krueger.
Oof. So, our fellow resident tech, Jared Chambers, is getting into the haunting spirit, and it says CDs is going to get turned into a marionette puppet and walked off a building like in the 3rd movie.
No.
That was actually a really cool scene in that movie.
Ow.
No claw.
Did I break $1 billion? Come on.
You probably did.
Oh, that's so close.
Look at
Hold on. Ball 3. Got and the Krueger hands.
that. 27. Yeah. Wait, you got $1 billion. And it actually said,
Oh,
it said $1
initial
billion.
And it lets you set it right
All
away.
right, I have to do this one because I'm very proud of this.
So Jake was in command and going into ball 3, and not so much anymore. Over $1 billion.
Operative phrase there. Nice ball.
All right, Jake, you only got 3 nightmares to go before you get to this. So
Yeah.
I think you could do the same thing, Jake. You can do it.
Oh, that's a good start.
Oh man,
That's mean. That's meaner.
Oh my goodness, that was rude.
All right,
Smile
then.
and wave.
Boiler shot
Smile and
reject.
wave.
Up and over, no kick save, and see you later.
Just
That
like
was
that,
a
it
nightmare.
all crumbles.
That was a nightmare.
That was quite the nightmare. Not the nightmare he was hoping
Well, I'm
for.
going to try to make this not pathetic, which is where I'm at right now.
Well, you weren't expecting to play. You were expecting to come down here and look at games and pick out games for Expo.
I know, and here I am playing Freddy.
Well, you know, it's pinball, Dave.
It is.
You got
It's
this.
Gottlieb pinball.
It's
I'm
Gottlieb
a
pinball.
fan. I'm not going to lie.
I believe you're a pretty big fan of the Gottliebs, DJ.
I am. I'm such a fan.
What was that one that you have right now? Is it Victory?
It is. I have Victory,
Which is
although
not
it's
a
a little
common one.
earlier than this one. But I've owned some this era of Gottlieb.
You had Stargate for a while.
At Stargate. Stargate's a totally good game.
Jake disagrees.
Lots of pyramid
Jake
shooting in
doesn't know what he's
Stargate.
talking about. It's the terrible.
Boring.
Wow, that left out lane is brutal, isn't it?
It's hungry, man.
Oh, yeah.
That's the Johnny Depp outlane. We're waiting for the shower of blood.
I thought it said Krueger Mania. I was gonna go for that. If that's what it said.
P. Muiz from the chat asks, why don't we ever put systematic coil stops in these? Supposedly, it gives you the standard flipper
Oh,
travel so
boy.
the flippers don't go all the way up.
I don't know. I don't know why.
I think that'd be more of a Doug question, and he's kind of out of the building
No!
today.
Come on.
Ouch.
I just keep the
Freddy's
games
not
as
supposed
they
to
are
tilt.
intended, maybe. You know, if that's the way they are.
Freddy would have clawed the cabinet open, honestly.
Nice job, Dave. Way to go. He didn't. He didn't improve his. He got 26 million. He was in last by far. Welcome to PAPAtv, Dave. Here goes Pete. Let's see if he can catch CDs. I'm not sure if it's going to happen or not, but Pete has. He just flips away, and then points just end up showing up. So if he caught up to him, I wouldn't be totally surprised.
I believe in you, Pete. You can do it.
You're in your fifth nightmare, Pete. You can do it.
I believe in Johnny Depp.
I don't know if he's doing so well.
I don't know. As Messiahs go, I don't think he's a good choice.
He had a rough movie. He lasted a long time, but he didn't. He went out in a blaze of glory.
Certainly helped his career, though.
Oh, for sure.
I think it's his finest moment. I've seen him interviewing saying that getting eaten by a bed was his shining moment on camera. TV just gets sucked down with him. The way they shot that, the cord goes in last, like it was just being like a piece of spaghetti being eaten.
So good.
Pete is controlling the ball. This is something I'm not used to. It's just totally throwing me off.
Something about these Gottlieb flippers. Even I can do it.
Now you have a couple Gottliebs at home, don't you? You have a Maverick, or did you get rid of that?
I got a class of 1812.
TX.
Whoa!
Oh, and a double drain. Yuck.
Oh, dear me.
Well, what else do you have, PD, while your bonus is counting down?
That's the only Gottlieb right now. TX Sector and Twilight Zone and Harlem Globetrotters.
Nice. Chris beats the high score to date. 1,024,000,000. Nice job, Chris. Pretty intense. So we're going to go to Pindigo. Pindigo is the premier social score tracking app for pinball players. Save your scores, follow your friends, compare and compete. Available for iOS and Android. iOS, as I call it. Check it out at pindigo.app. So Chris is going to put his score in Pindigo right now because that score was pretty awesome.
Yeah, I'd probably grab those initials right now.
Chris is going to go over to the camera and get a photo so he can put that in the app. Thanks to the folks at Pindigo for making that possible.
Good old Pindiggle. There it is.
There it is. Did you get it? Or did it go way too fast?
Hold on. I got it.
Mark Steinman, our director's initials, been in there for probably the last 3 years. We're going to switch out a couple people. Chris Stevens is going to join us, and P.D. Hendricks is going to join us. Pete,
Hi, Fred.
how did that game of Krueger go for you?
Everything but the mass murders were nice.
So did you have the quad drain too?
Yeah.
Oh, that was rough. You had a quad drain and a double drain.
Yeah. I mean, I'm honored that Jake decided to follow in my footsteps with that drain, but
That's such a nice move, Pete.
Got Chris Stevens to my left joining us in the booth. Welcome, Chris.
Hello, hello.
Great game.
Thank you. It felt great. I'm a big fan of this game. It's quirky and it's weird and it's difficult and it's fun.
I'm not sure if DJ's a big fan.
Oh, he'll be a fan soon enough, I'm sure.
I don't know. Not really sure. He said he wasn't feeling it, but you know.
He
there's games
was
I've played.
counting more on his beginner's luck.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, you know, he's good and all, but you know, when you play a game you're not familiar with, then you know that kind of just that changes the playfield a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. This is not a game that you can basically walk up to and expect to have a great game on it every time. It definitely takes a lot to get it rolling.
No, once you do though, you get some big points.
Yeah.
As you did.
Yeah, that was awesome. It felt really good.
And like I said, I was telling during the broadcast, Pete, that I you know, controlling the balls just threw me off. So I really kind of didn't even have anything to say because I've never seen you control.
yeah, with these Gottlieb flippers, it's pretty easy to just hold the flipper up and have it come to a stop. A lot more so than any other game. You can definitely be controlled.
We're going to have a special guest star coming in and playing next ball, I think. And we've been doing a lot of theming during our broadcast recently. We had weapons for Walking Dead. We had handcuffs for Judge Dredd. I don't think you'll be disappointed with what we have for Freddy Krueger. This will be interesting. Kind of reminds me of my uncle.
I do not want to meet your uncle.
Favorite Halloween movie is Die Hard, Aton. Good choice for Halloween.
Yeah, that definitely gives me nightmares.
Yippee-ki-yay.
So, Fred, being the music lover that you are, what are your thoughts of Dokken and Dream Warriors?
I might need a tech over here.
I will reserve my comments for a later date. No, I'm not actually. That song was terrible. The song was awful.
What? No way. Oh.
So,
but the video of Patricia Arquette,
like back then, I was a metal snob. If it wasn't Slayer or something super fast, it was terrible. But that song generally is terrible.
What's the over-under that I could beat 26 million?
What's the
on
over-under?
ball one?
I'm feeling pretty good.
I'm going over.
I think if you go with a skill shot at the beginning, you might get it on the skill shot.
Just
I
make
thought
sure.
I was getting skill shots.
Well,
Am
you
I
have
not
to-
getting skill shots?
Don't
Well, once
forget.
you skill shot is get it in the
In the boiler, right?
step one. Good. Now
Okay, you
hit
did
That's
that.
a skill shot.
Now shoot some Freddy shots.
Now shoot.
Don't
lit
do
things,
that.
Don't drain. Oh, that's not how you play.
Don't do that either.
Don't do that.
DJ, what are you doing? Are you playing pinball right now?
There's an Add-a-ball over here.
I think he bet
I
on
know
the
that.
under.
There you
Well,
go.
you got it.
Yay!
The
He
ball
had-
save is your friend. I should have turned off ball saves.
No.
He added Phoebe to the party.
All right, I'm going to do it again.
All right.
No.
I'm not sure if you guys brought it up whenever we were playing the first game, but a quick note about the skill shot on the plunge. Eventually, the door to the boiler room will stay up.
That's Ross.
So make sure that
Friend.
you get up there and you
Rachel.
actually plunge.
Oh, I'm out of friends.
Oh, no. Hey, you still got one there. You're fine.
Hey, DJ, as long as you have one good friend in life, that's all that really matters.
One good friend.
As long as they're not
Oh,
dead
he
As
saved
long as
that
it's not
friend.
Freddy.
Oh, he saved
and
that
carved
friend,
up, then I think you're okay. Oh, that was a nice tip over. Let's see if he survives.
All
He
I
did.
can do is
He
save.
got it.
I thought he was in a drain there.
Shoot the
Hey,
boiler.
here's 5
Oh,
million.
it's not the boiler.
You got $5 million from the mystery shot.
All right, so you have a little bit less than half of your score from the previous game, so
I'm good. I'm going to get this.
the boiler
got
will get
this.
you there.
Yeah. We're rooting for you. All right, you started your combo. That's actually worthwhile, too.
Boom.
there it is,
So-
backhand. 10 million. DJ beats his score on ball one,
Never mind.
and the
then-
ball
and
goes
then it's
out
all
the
over.
round.
Okay, should
Looks
I
like
just
I'm gonna
keep
be
shooting
down
the
a friend.
boiler? I don't know what else to do, man.
What's going on in our chat tonight? Anything?
Oh, we got a bunch of familiar faces. Oh, we actually have a question. You might be able to answer this one better than me, Fred.
Boom.
P.
Nightmare
Mewis,
two.
I think that's an I, asks, does Papa have a Gottlieb spirit?
No.
No? Oh, that's a shame. That's a fun game.
No
I've played
spirit.
that one before. No spirit?
No.
We've got spirit.
The
No,
end
we
of
don't.
DJ's ball had no spirit either.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken,
Ball
though, I
one,
think
though.
when the
Ball
flood
one.
happened in 2004, I think there was a spirit here, which will break everybody's heart.
Oh.
I think there was. I'm not 100% sure on that.
All right, and stepping
right,
up
who's
is
Okay, so Lewis has to play in his sleep mask.
He's going to play with the mask down.
So he has to play Tommy Pinball while he's playing Freddy Krueger.
Maybe later.
I bet he scores more than DJ.
That's a great. Look, he's got the Pac-Man, fleece pants. He's got the Fred McMurray.
I'm all ready for a nightmare.
I think he
He's
might
ready
be.
for a nightmare.
I think he is the
Oh,
nightmare
man.
right now.
He's got some friends with him though.
Yeah, I'm having a sleepover party.
Yeah.
Everyone's invited.
I think he should have like.
I'm not coming to this one, Lewis. I'm sorry.
Lewis's nightmare is getting put on a game that he doesn't know the rules to.
I think
Oh,
he
wow.
needs
But
a,
that
would be
never
a
happens.
Horrific nightmare.
he needs a pipe.
That would be a nightmare for me because I get all my help from him.
There we go.
Good shot there, and
Yeah, I probably shouldn't have jailbroke that.
Oh, that was bad.
That was
oh,
very
that's
bad.
done too.
Oh mercy me!
We've had a bunch of multi-drains on this game. You think that's a coincidence, or do you think it's just the layout?
Simultaneous events.
I mean, that's definitely a nightmare.
Well, I'll take it.
Well, you finished the nightmare, caps off 10 million, and looks like he's gonna just hit some shots to try to get back into another nightmare. Or maybe he'll drink some coffee.
Coffee.
hey, if
Dark roast.
there's
the,
anybody
combo jackpot
close
right
to Western Pennsylvania that has a Gottlieb spirit, bring it down. We'd love to put it on the air. That's
Oh,
a
yeah.
great game.
Such a great backlash too.
I'm sure that game's super light to move too.
Oh yeah, Fred, you can do that one.
I can move that game.
You can move that one in your sleep. Ha ha ha.
Wow.
That would be a nightmare, Chris.
That was a nightmare and a half. I know.
All right, Lewis dozes off with 44 million.
That's pretty decent right there.
He's got the lead.
Lewis is
Now he heads back to the green room to take a nap while Jake steps up.
Jake just had his 20th cup of coffee. He's a little bit bug-eyed.
He's ready to go. Jeez. Oh no. Claw.
I was trying to claw. I failed to claw.
That's you're done.
You claw failed. So Nightmare Before Christmas, Aton's going to reprise the role of Nightmare Before Christmas right here with a Halloween costume.
It's either Nightmare Before Christmas or Where's Waldo. I'm not quite sure.
Where's Aton?
Yeah, where am I?
Where is Aton?
I don't know who that is
fine.
playing the game right now.
You know, that looks like a really nice, comfy hat. It's
It
gonna be
is.
nice and warm.
He's a belt stealer. That's what he
This
is.
is a-
He
this
is
is-
a belt stealer.
Yeah, this is my Hanukkah hat.
All right, so Aton plunges the boiler room to start his second nightmare. Now,
And
this is because this is an even-numbered nightmare. It is not a multi-ball.
Well, that's just bogus.
That's bogus. I know. A nightmare before multi-ball.
Execute them. That's what I'm saying.
All right, if you hit drop targets, apparently you score points, Aton.
Wait,
That was an extra ball. That's worth
20
20 million points.
I'm rocking this one now.
20 million.
So on one shot, you almost beat
there it
DJ.
is.
That was pretty sweet.
DJ had a 50 million point shot in his first game. He missed
And
it.
he bricked it. He missed it.
Whoa, that is quite
Can you
an
explain
exciting
to
capture ball.
the group what scores 50 million points on this game?
Because
not that.
DJ's game was so bad, he had the outlane special lit.
Yes, on the right,
Right
out
outlane.
lane, he had special lit at the start of his ball 3. But he went to a multi-ball and did not even get a right out lane.
He actually nudged it away from that
He
50
nudged
million
it away
like a champ.
while his ball save
Does
was
Ace
on.
know it's not Christmas? I'm confused.
It's the nightmare before Christmas. Get it?
We're confused.
Yes.
We're confused here on Papa TV,
So,
Dave.
DJ, what's your pinball nightmare?
Wait, you mean like game that I don't want to play?
However you want to answer the question. My pinball nightmare is getting the ball stuck underneath the little flipper on Roadshow.
I would say my pinball nightmare is losing a game by a margin of like hitting a sling or.
10 points?
Well, it seems like it happens quite a bit.
So actually, it was funny. In League a couple weeks ago, I was officiating, and we have a Bally Lost World on location that has a bad display. And it came down to it that we actually had to disconnect the display, disconnect the connector from the display, and plug it into another one to see what the final score was for somebody's league game, and they won by 10 points. Wow! and we would not have known that because of the display. So we had to switch the connectors to a working display on the game.
That's a nightmare to
10
the person
points.
that lost.
Yeah, Tyler
That's
Sutton.
definitely a pinball nightmare.
So we weren't sure if it was 830 or 890,
Holy
and it ended up being 890.
Oh boy. All right, DJ, you're playing with some really good control here, but
But not really doing much.
everything's going to the out lane. You're not having much love from Freddy at all.
Well, he just switched his stance up again, so
It's
Oh,
time.
now it's time to go.
switch.
you have better luck when your left or right foot is facing forward, Dave.
It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter?
No.
You're that much of a professional?
He's ambidextrous with his power stance.
Are you kidding? Where is that stupid shot? Goodbye.
It's the blinking one, DJ.
There it is.
All right, backhanding. Oh, you still got a ball save. Come on.
That was a great post
You got an
transfer,
out of
cradle
ball.
separation. That was fantastic.
Oh, that caught
That was
me off
textbook.
guard.
Textbook.
You don't get any points for that, but man, it probably looks good on TV.
You don't know. You don't get style points either. It was sloppy.
All right, I'm guessing that DJ's trying to hit his ball, his little yellow multi-ball shot on the
That's
bottom
correct.
left there. But he just can't get the separation he needs to get control. I mean, ideally what he wants is a ball on each flipper. Okay, he got it. Okay, he got the out of ball.
Friend joined in. Dave's getting
Friend,
more
we got
friends.
a friend. Okay, good.
This one's Brian
got
Dye.
a friend request.
Help.
It sounded like his friend had just died.
Okay,
Oh.
there's a little bit. Okay, now he's got the boiler room lit. He's at max power. So
I don't
let's
even
see
know
if
what
we
this
can,
means, but
let's
it
see if
sounds
we can get
awesome.
Freddy.
You need to shoot the boiler.
You got to shoot the boiler room.
But you're not gonna do it
stop
like
You don't
that.
want to shoot
Stop
the outlane,
doing
Dave.
that. The special isn't lit. The special is not lit. That's the second time we've done this during this multi-ball, which is actually awesome. All right, friend joins Nightmare. He adds a ball.
That's my last friend.
There's an easy 5 million. All right, it's going to come to the right flipper now.
It's not where I want it.
I know, because now you're going to go down the right outline again.
Cradle separate better, Dave.
I totally
show you how
thought.
to
We're just
save
gonna-
that from
I
the outlane.
totally thought he was going to do it again.
So this is our Papa tutorial on how to save the ball in the right outlane on Freddy Krueger.
Yeah,
If that
he's
inlane
doing a
actually
great
spelled
job.
something, it'd be a good trick. But
Yeah, but it's not.
All right, so
All right, come on, plug this.
Oh,
Oh.
jeez.
that was way late. A little bit earlier, Dave.
It's hard from the left flipper. I had a lot of trouble with it.
There it
But
is.
Beautiful
30
shot.
million.
30 million. It's about time.
All right, jackpots
Now
are
jailbreak
lit.
this and get some jackpots.
That was a nice little backhand.
I was falling asleep waiting for that.
Now the nice staging of the flippers there.
There goes the stance, changing over to the right foot.
You know
dig
why?
it.
I got to
dig
shoot
it.
for these left ones now, right?
Oh, you don't have to.
Oh, I had that one over there.
You got
too.
the far. Yeah,
Okay.
like I said, that's a tough one.
Oh, God, it's
He
gone.
gets
So
the
no-
TV and a center drain.
Freddie
Dave-
thinks your play is boring, so
Dave is thinking too much now. He's like pointing stuff out. He's
Oh,
strategizing.
oh,
That's how you don't save a ball in the right outlane on
Goodbye,
Freddy
Take
Freddy.
one
Krueger.
more for fun. For funsies.
All right,
you
one more letter
almost
for
have
claw. For funsies, huh?
for funsies. Just for change.
That's nothing. Okay.
his
All
alarm
right,
is
the
set.
alarm is set.
Oh, boy.
The tilt is
Gone.
tight.
back.
I was gonna say, that's coming
ball
back.
save.
Now-
Oh, come on, chill.
So we found out Freddy Krueger is a no-tilt chill zone.
I know.
No.
A
On the right
no-chill
flipper.
zone.
It's a Gottlieb, okay? Like, do not do that.
Dave was in the groove.
Now,
Lewis should be just like rubbing the sleep out of his eyes. He was over there for 10 minutes on the couch.
Yeah, for real.
I almost pulled up the sleep mask, actually.
all right, Lewis, do you chill on a Gottlieb?
If the Gottlieb allows me to chill,
If the Gottlieb allows it. Oh, why would
Not,
you do that?
not on this era. I don't try to do any chills on this
I was
era.
gonna say
Like TX sector, it's even dicey on like TX
There we
sector in games like that of that time. TX.
Nice backhand. He'll spit it out, hit the upper orbit. Great. That adds more power. Come to
and
a
I slide
cradle.
at the bottom.
See if we can backhand it right again. This is excellent clockwork play right here. I love it.
Goodbye.
Until
Oh,
that
wait.
happens. but it's
Excellent
cool.
what?
Excellent clockwork.
Oh, okay.
Like
Clockwork. I was
like
wondering what
clockwork.
you said. I thought you were talking about claws. I was like, I miss
Claw work.
Excellent
Excellent
claw
claw
work.
work.
No, Jake showed us the excellent claw work. Mine was kind of a surprise. It even scared me. It was like so surprising.
Well, Pete did a slap save and did a slap claw save.
I'm the dream
Now-
master.
Dream Master.
Now, say you have the claw lit and the ball goes down the outlane.
There we go.
Can you nudge it up into the claw and use the claw?
That would be a death save. I would
that,
say
that
no.
Be a death save?
I would say no, only if it went down on its own momentum. If it came down on its own momentum, hit it, and then you saved it, I'd say fine. But I wouldn't if you gave it a nudge. That's a death save, in my opinion. I DQ you. That'd be it.
I'd DQ me too, but
Yeah.
I would be impressed.
Yeah, I would be impressed too, but you'd still get disqualified.
Agreed.
Get off there.
What if it's a piece of Mylar? I'll have to yell at Dan for.
Oh, boy.
Not
No,
fix
it's actually like pitted.
It's pitted?
It's pitted, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's just
wow.
like a pit.
Dan's supposed
Big
to
ol'
fix
pit.
that stuff.
sweet dreams.
Dan,
Sweet
if you're listening, Dan, you're fired.
I'll hire him back.
He's already
Yeah.
been rehired.
Oh, dang.
One more letter for his claw.
I just got his resume, too.
Get in there.
Nightmare number 4. Shoot the moving jackpot, Lewis.
Well, first let me get the ball to a trap. There's the jackpot. Miss it.
Miss it. No.
That looks.
Oh,
That's
friends.
oh.
Tried it.
I
It's-
tried
liked
it.
It
I
stopped.
liked
I
it.
thought maybe you were going to get it back up there because it did stop.
It definitely stopped, but I think it was past the point of no return, unfortunately.
That's a tough one, though. We got Jake, who is not in command right now.
Yeah.
He took DJ's score. They swapped
Yeah,
places
yeah,
this game.
He does have the 50 million point shot on the right out lane. Here it is, blinking.
Listening to a lot of this audio from Freddy Krueger, it sounds like he has a sore throat. Oh.
Did he just call him Jimmy?
Piggy.
Oh, Piggy. Come on, Piggy. Nice. That's a Freddy Jack. All right, so now he's in the Nightmare 4 where he's got a, is it a roving shot?
We don't
Yeah.
need coil stops. We could just let it.
Whoa.
Oh, there was a tap pass.
That's
right
a tap
there.
pass.
That was a fantastic tap pass.
That's definitely more reliable than the chill, I think.
Slightly more unexpected.
All right, can you try that again?
Can we do another tap pass,
Do another
Jake?
tap
Come on,
pass,
do another
please,
tap pass.
please,
do it. Come on.
please.
You can do it, Jake.
Come on, just do it.
You only have 18 million. It doesn't
yeah, that's
matter.
right.
Oh, you have 47 million.
Actually, just keep trapping. You'll get it.
Oh,
Come
yes.
on right now.
He tap passes the out lane. Sweet.
Oh man,
Thank you, Jake.
this is why we can't have nice things. That
That-
was a thing of beauty.
That takes skill.
That was beautiful.
Tap passing on a Gottlieb takes skill as it is, but tap passing to the out lane?
It was such a high tap. Like
Yeah.
I
That's
can't
why you don't
believe-
give in to peer pressure.
Like yeah.
Hey, Aton, you should tap pass.
Hey, Aton, plunge it.
I don't know what that means, and I don't want to.
Hey, Aton, you should soft plunge.
I'll soft punch your face.
I will soft punch your
It will be
face.
so soft.
Help me.
No.
I'd like to thank everyone that's watching tonight.
Most definitely. We are here for you. Oh,
That was a winner.
Well, you got an attaboy, and a friend joined you at the end there just to keep you alive for now.
and then he lost all of his friends again.
Ooh, power
Okay,
in lane.
combo, beautiful.
Look at that.
Were they really friends, though, if they left that easily?
That's actually a good point.
Aton passed up Jake. If Jake wasn't tap passing over there, he might have, been better.
All right, so he's got his captive ball blinking. So that's you got
got
some
Freddy
Freddy
Bones.
Bones.
Yeah, Freddy Bones.
5 million. I thought he was gonna chill there. I'm glad he didn't.
That's actually one of my favorite combos in pinball.
Oh my
Oh.
goodness! All right, like that's gonna be worth another watch later.
That was phenomenal. And
Do it
then
again, do it
Did
again.
it again? Oh,
do it again.
how did that like? It hit off of. He flipped and did the claw, and it bounced over the flipper into like a cradle.
It's all in the hat.
It's all in the hat.
The hat got him second
The-
place.
the
That
cat
was
in the
maybe
hat.
third.
That was pretty amazing.
All right, so speaking of amazing, we've got DJ stepping up, who is currently in first place.
All right, DJ. You're on
How
your
about
fourth
that?
nightmare.
Bone Busters. I'm on the 4th nightmare.
Yeah.
That's good, right?
This will not be a multi-ball, but it's a nightmare.
Find the strobing jackpot.
You got the strobing jackpot.
Oh, I hit it with a flipper.
Yeah,
Bummer.
you're not supposed to do that.
That's what I
Oh,
thought.
wow. Look at that. That was double danger.
Of all the tilt sounds, are there any quite as good as the Gottlieb Premier? Beep
No.
of Terror.
I don't know. I'm a big fan
Oh my-
of the Walking Dead tilt, Walking Dead danger.
I never even got to use a claw once. This is-
Play better. So Ezra Shot in the chat says that was one of the craziest Lazaruses he's ever seen.
Oh,
That
yeah.
needs to be on the highlight reel. So
Oh.
Aton has to make sure it's
Aton's
on the
claw?
highlight reel.
I'm definitely with Ezra on that one. That was incredible.
There we go.
That was up there with Lefkoff's, I think. Whenever he did the Lazarus that bounced over the top.
Oh yeah, on that soccer game.
That was up in. I think that was in Colorado, maybe.
It was during tournament
Florida?
play.
I can't remember where.
He basically gave up and was like, "I lost that ball," and it just jumped out and was like, "I'm back."
It bounced over the flipper
To a cradle.
to a cradle.
It was incredible.
Yeah, that was pretty nuts.
I think he ended up winning that tournament too.
Yeah, I
didn't
think it was Atlanta.
Was it Atlanta?
Yeah, a few
Okay.
years ago. He swept the weekend.
he? You light up my life.
I
Oh,
don't want to
boy.
light up your life. What?
Quit nudging the machine, Lewis.
I did not nudge the machine.
In your sleep.
The machine doesn't agree with you.
The game is being a little bit.
Temperamental.
Yes.
All right,
temperamental
friend,
for sure.
friend enters, friend leaves. Jared says Nightmare 4 has the sweet
that's mean.
Roach Motel kill with Brooke from Just the 10 of Us. Whatever that means. Oh, I looked down to read the chat and I missed his drain. What happened?
Hey, double
lost.
drained out of Moneyball.
Oh,
He lost.
This is the common theme for the
everybody's
night.
just draining.
So
out
we are
multi-ball.
going to have a word about Deeproot here. Deeproot Pinball. Every pinball needs a family. Every family needs a pinball. www.deeprootpinball.com. Just to give everybody a heads up, if you haven't heard, Deeproot Pinball will be making their first public appearance at Chicago Pinball Expo.
Yep, full team.
The full team will be up there. I'm not sure what kind of information they're going to provide, but obviously thank you to Deeproot for sponsoring PAPAtv. And good luck with everything that you're going to do in Chicago. We got upcoming broadcasts. PAPAtv Tales from the Crypt and Devil's Dare on October 8th, 2018.
Can't wait.
Scared Stiff and Haunted House on October 15th.
Can't wait.
And then on the 22nd, It's a Mystery, but it will be, scary movie, horror themed, things like that. We're not 100% sure what we're going to do yet. And obviously, all these games are subject to change.
Oh, yeah.
So also, too, we want to make an announcement about the Pittsburgh Pinball Open that it's still going on, of course. And that will be happening on the 25th, if I'm not mistaken, October 25th through the 27th. If I'm not mistaken, I don't have the information right in front of me, but I think that's right.
Yep, that's it.
And we're having a venue change, actually. It's going to be held here at the Papa facility here in Carnegie. Jake, you want to talk a little bit about that?
Sure. So Doug and I, we had originally arranged with Doug to have the PPO at the new Pittsburgh Pinball Dojo, the clubhouse that we've been working on. But we realized that there was actually a reasonable chance to be able to hold it here at the Papa facility, and we decided that pretty much everybody in the pinball community would probably rather come to the Papa facility, which maybe nobody thought they were going to be able to play at again.
Fantastic.
So Doug approached us and said, would you guys be okay if we didn't hold it at the dojo because everybody wants to play at Papa, or everybody will want to play at Papa? And we said, yeah, that's pretty consistent with our mission to support the pinball community and the stuff that they want to do. So we will be having the Pittsburgh Pinball Open here at Papa.
Pittsburgh
cool.
Pinball Open at Papa.
And thanks for the information, and thanks to you guys for allowing that to happen, because, I, for one, thought that we were done doing anything in this building, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah, for real.
And, to have something going on, just to give people a little bit of information, the full facility won't be open. There will be details that will be coming, but the full facility won't be open because we are still actually moved back from replay. It's cleaner than it was, but we're going to probably use about a third of the building, which will be more than enough.
Yeah, for real.
All the details for the PPO will be forthcoming. Doug's going to make an addendum to the page, and all that information will be coming forward. So keep an eye open for that. We are going to do the keys for Bone Busters. Chris
And
Stevens.
as per usual, these keys are brought to you by Path of Play. So for Bone Busters, we're going to start off with some multi-ball hysteria. So for this game, if you can shoot that left ramp, it will light all your locks on the playfield. I believe you have to hit it once to light one lock. Hit it again to light another lock, and then again to light another lock. The locks on the machine, you have the left ramp, the right saucer, and the left outlane. That's basically where your 3 locks are. Now, the left outlane can be diverted into with another left ramp shot. You can actually divert it to your outlane. Or you can, I believe you can actually use it as a ball save, which is very useful. Basically, once you got your ball locked, you make the big jump in the center to start that multi-ball. And it's got a great shouting scene, and it's a lot of fun. Once you got the switch hits that score the 3 awards in the multi-ball for big points. Next up, we've got Bonus Busters. If you can shoot the jump when not lit for a multi-ball for the water tower bonus, you'll get 20,000 plus 20,000 per pop bumper hit. And yes, there is a nice, lovely single blue pop bumper on this machine. If you shoot the captive ball, you can collect the jogging path bonus. Also, if you collect the jogging path bonus, it lights the spinners for 20,000 a spin, but for only 1 hit to the spinner.
That's a lot of points.
Oh, it definitely adds up. If you complete the drop targets for the light jackpot, you can also light the captive ball for the opera jackpot. And then lastly, for this bonus busters, we can complete the drop targets for Liz's surprise to collect a 100,000 X jogging path bonus. Impressive. Hopefully we get to see that. Next, and then finally, we've got Back from the Dead. If you drain down the lit out lane, it will add bonus time. After your last ball is up, you'll basically get a 2-ball switch frenzy while your bonus time counts down. So it's the last chance to score some points, the last chance to pass some of your fellow players, and the last chance to play some Bone Busters.
Sweet. And we got sleepy Lewis Bevins still. He's recovering from his coffee binge and his nightmare binge. So
Is that my Cleveland Nightmare binge or my Freddy Nightmare binge?
I think you're Freddy binge.
Definitely Freddy.
Definitely Freddy. Freddy will give you definitely nightmares. And we're gonna get Pete, Aton, DJ, and Lewis up here for game 1 of Bone Busters.
Have you had much time on this game, Fred?
I played it for a whole 20 minutes this afternoon, and I shot a lot of left ramp.
Good.
I was able to make the middle shot, which is a pretty tough shot. Get it through there.
It's definitely much easier from the right flipper for me. I haven't had any luck from the left flipper.
So, like, if you look right now, if you see that center shot, that ramp where the strobing arrows are, it looks like there's a ramp that takes it to the back hole where you release it for a multi-ball. That's not the case. It's actually an open jump. And you have to do exactly that on a fly. It's usually better on the fly to be able to hit that. Tough shot. And Lewis got a 2-ball multi-ball from just doing just that.
All right, and now that he's in this multi-ball, he's trying to score some big points.
When I play Gottlieb's of this era, I generally just go for spinners. They usually seem to be a good, safe strategy, but I don't know what they're really worth in this game.
Well, I mean, you definitely want to hit the spinner on this during your multi-ball because you want to score switch hits, and the switch hits are what will give you the awards.
Okay, bad left out lane.
As read in my lovely keys to the game, Fred.
Yeah, I have to play it a little bit more.
Right.
It wasn't like it was one of the first times I had ever played it. Obviously we don't really use it in tournaments all that often. I've never seen one in a tournament actually.
Neither have I. I played one for League once, and I had a blast with it.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it was used in Pinburg at any point. Probably was at some point, but I've never seen it in Pinburg.
So, Chris, there's 3 locks. Is it the case that if you just lock one and then shoot the center, you get multi-ball?
Yes. If you do that, you only get a 2-ball multi-ball. Okay. But if you're able to lock all 3 and then shoot the center ramp, you get a nice big multi-ball.
Nice. Yeah, when I was playing it this afternoon, I ended up getting a jackpot that was worth about 1.6 million.
Oh, yeah.
I have no idea how I did it.
So right there, you saw Pete held in the flipper, the extra flipper button to turn that little flipper over, and it diverted it to the out lane, which was a ball lock.
How did he do that? I tried that I didn't get that to work at all today.
You just hold the flipper just like that.
Oh wow, okay. I've never seen that before.
It's a really cool little extra thing on this machine. Nice nudge.
Cool
Pete.
music. Do. Yeah, this is. I've never really seen one of these anywhere else besides here. I don't know. Much about it, so I'm gonna watch and learn.
Yeah, I mean, what Pete did right there was he was definitely paying attention. So what he was able to do was once he shot that left ramp, it will light one random lock. Now he already had the out lane lock on the left, so there was no point in diverting with that upper flipper. So he just let the ball come down, and it basically locked itself once it went to the right.
I'm gonna
now
guess
he's going for a sweet jump.
I'm going to guess this is a no-chill zone game, too.
Oh, I would not chill on this game.
So if folks out there aren't familiar with what chilling is, it's basically just not flipping, letting the ball bounce from one side to the other. On this game, the way they're pitched, though, if you see how the angles, the flipper angles are pitched down, ball hitting the flipper generally means that's going to happen. It's going to go right down the middle.
That was a brick down the center.
Yeah, that was a brick down the middle, but the chill, there's such an angle, it's death, instant death most cases. So.
And these are some pretty strong flippers.
Yeah.
I mean, it sends the ball up, and the ball will come straight back at Pete, just like you saw right there. I mean, it's dangerous to shoot on the fly, but it's got so many important shots you need to hit with like a full power flip, especially when you're trying to start your multi-ball.
And it's got really quick. Aton was looking for the ball save that just isn't there.
It was not there.
Really quick.
So the ball's going down through the in lane on either side. If it goes straight down, it comes through pretty quick. So if you're not awake,
oh, Aton, there's a little ho 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 on here. Did you see that?
Christmas?
Yeah.
Is there really?
Yeah,
Yep.
Okay, so I heard that I can steal a multi-ball.
You can definitely steal this multi-ball. You've got all 3 balls locked. You got ball 4 in the plunger lane. Let's see if you can hit that center ramp and get a sweet jump and get a multi-ball.
Sweet jump.
And then if you hit it, let's be quiet so we can hear some of the really awesome call-outs.
So where do I want to plunge this to? That's the other question. I guess
To a
I'll probably
flipper.
Just there you go.
Short plunge. Come on, Dave. Short plunge.
Too short.
Too short.
Yeah, that was one of my favorite hip hop artists of the '80s.
It's like
There you go.
too short.
All right, here we go. This
Center
is
ramp.
it.
It's early,
This is
Dave.
it.
It's early.
That is
It
really-
is so early.
And it's so thin.
It's so tight. Yeah, it's a nice shot.
It's like trying to shoot the cheese shot on mousing around here.
Oh
That-
boy,
I was gonna say, that might be better.
That was a sweet jump.
that was almost a sweet jump.
Almost. It has to go all the way to the
just
back.
a jump.
That was just a jump.
Yeah, it wasn't sweet.
All right, good luck from the left.
Oh,
Nice.
he
He
says he
post
takes
pass.
it to
I
the
like
right.
it. I like it.
Oh yeah!
Bam, he
All
nails
right,
it.
quiet.
Sweet.
Me too. Oh, I really like how it does. However many balls you have, it's how many people talk. I think that's pretty cool. You guys ready? Oh yeah.
So he's got stuff going. I wonder if it's the same voice actors from Hoops.
Bony bonus. That is one bony bonus.
Sweet.
He's a almost 2 million.
Sweet jump.
Well,
How about this
So the
music?
spinner- the
You
spinner's,
guys hear this sweet music?
So are you surprised by this, though? Because the Gottliebs in this era have some
sweet
pretty
jams.
cool music. Yeah, they have some sweet jams.
This is definitely a sweet jam to go with those sweet jumps.
You know, TX Sector is in a
Some
league by
sweet slings
itself.
on this.
I mean,
Just all
it's
kinds of
no
sweetness.
Miami Heat, but it's enjoyable.
Like MC Hammer says, sweetness is my weakness. Oh, come on, man.
Oh, so were center drains apparently. That was 2 in a row. Come on, DJ. Hey, you're on a nice ball. You
He
got
starts getting a little
2.2
cocky.
million.
He's starting to get a little cocky, and then it happens. It just gets.
Well, what do I want to do now?
All right, so now you want to hit that left ramp to light some locks. I mean,
Okay.
you've definitely got some other options, but let's see if we can get another multi-ball and kind of explain
Like
a little
that?
better.
You're going to put those back so that somebody can steal them off of you.
There you go. Yeah, once you have all 3 locks lit, then aim for some other stuff.
All right.
Comes flying through there. Spinner shots are never a bad thing.
That's a weird pop bumper.
Yeah, I kind of like when
Oh, nice save.
I think Dan was talking to us on our little our pop-up production group where he was like, Johnston, you need to put a pop-upper on this game. And he's like, but there's no room. I don't care, Johnson, do it.
Just put it somewhere.
Just put it anywhere. And that's where it ended up.
They could have went the junkyard
I mean,
route and just did no pop bumpers.
For anybody that just doesn't like pinball without pop bumpers,
I mean, it really is just sitting there. I think it's interesting because it's a nice shade of blue just sitting right on the side. But it actually provides you with some really interesting options for like a feed to the upper flipper.
Use a little flipper.
oh, do I have to use a little flipper? Is that what?
Or, okay, see, he drained out the out lane, but he had his lock lit, so basically it locked the ball.
Oh, nice.
So it's kind of nice that he didn't use the upper flipper because he would have lost that opportunity.
See, Jake.
Yeah, Jay, come on.
Yes, you were demonstrating an outlay.
He was definitely
Because he absolutely knew that was going to happen.
he was definitely demonstrating how to do that one. And now he's showing you how to short plunge forever.
Pass over, chip over, Missed the center shot. There you go.
All right, here it is.
No pressure.
Oh,
Oh, that's
that was a
unfortunate.
good
It
shot.
was too good.
I tell you what would be insanely impressive. Oh, that was. What was that,
that
Dave?
was not good.
This
Insert flipper
this
error. Or
playfield
what?
has
They
some
caught on
bubbled.
something.
It's got some bubbled
Yeah,
inserts.
I think that. It's
got a little bubble
raised
action.
insert over there.
I think it might have been some Mylar.
Nice.
Some bubbled up mylar.
Nonetheless.
Look at that glorious pop bumper.
Oh.
It's got a, someone cut the skirt off. And
Yeah, if you look at the left side, if we've got a camera in here, you can see it's like got the skirt cut off and everything.
It's really cool. I mean, put a pop bumper anywhere. I said anywhere.
See? Pop. You can sneak it right around the back.
Oh boy.
There we go.
Oh, look
Nice
at that.
shot.
Thanks to DJ for locking those balls in there for Lewis.
Well, returning them. Let's bust them bones.
You guys ready? Oh. Those are some busted bones. All right, so now he's building up his bony bonus. That's basically switch hits.
Some of the
Yep.
music reminds me of Time Machine.
It's very fun.
Yeah, it's got some like upbeat, just fun music.
There's the million.
Okay, so you got a million.
Bony bonus, 191.
Hey, Bonehead.
Nice. Oh, that was kind of a weird cradle separation almost.
Hey, whatever works. Oh, that was dangerous, but that actually worked out in his favor.
Out of here.
Come on. I'm gonna sound like Lois. I'm not doing that again.
Oh, that was kind of a weird bounce.
All right.
Jared Chambers says, "Who you gonna bone?"
Bone Busters.
There you go.
So, are the slings on this game those little stand-up targets that kick the ball out, or are those actual slings? I can't really see from here.
Oh, you mean like the slingshots?
Yeah, down below.
I think it might be those like little
Targets, right?
hammering targets.
I love the targets. When they have those on the games, I love them.
Oh, but they're so mean.
I
They
shouldn't have
are. That's
drained
why I
that.
love them.
Oh, gee. All I can think about is like playing TX Sector.
Yes.
And the ones that fire it right back at the flippers.
Yes.
Or Genesis. I like it on Genesis.
And they are the target ones. Those are fantastic. Great job by our producer James Coons for pulling those up. I love those slings.
They're definitely an interesting concept of the slingshot.
Because you don't know when they're going to fire, how they're going to fire.
You know
Yeah,
when they're
I
going to
think-
fire. They're going to fire anytime the ball comes
Yeah.
close to them.
That's the best part about it is you don't know how the ball's going to respond.
Yeah, because
Besides
sometimes like
coming
if
back.
it goes straight down like the angle of the sling, is it going to grab it and throw it?
Yeah, it's true. You won't get that. That
Yeah,
little
but
graze.
that's pretty sensitive.
Yeah.
Though. Like
Yeah, they
watching
are.
it there, it was pretty sensitive. So that was probably a Dan Hall special, making sure that
Yeah.
the slings were super sensitive.
Oh, they need to be sensitive. Whoa. There lights another lock. Up top.
Jump the bridge.
Jump that bridge.
Okay, Pete, it's telling you what to do.
Walk away. Walk
After
away.
that drain, maybe jump off the bridge. I don't know.
That was brutal.
And here comes Aton with his mighty 58,000 points.
Some points are mightier than others.
He's been watching the broadcast, so now he knows everything.
Yes.
He's got it.
He's going to enact it all.
Yes.
Aton minces no words here, folks. Spinner shot. Doubles his score with one spinner shot.
Hey, he got a lot of points for that.
He went from 58,000 to 637.
I'm hitting all the pop bumpers now.
There's actually, on the upper flipper, there's an angled shot that will go in kind of like a loop and come back down to the right in lane. And that value is increased on the right. You'll see a yellow light lit for 50,000 right now. You can, if you can time it, you can get it up to 200,000 a shot, which is pretty impressive.
Yeah, it's definitely
It's not an easy shot. Yeah, he's not going to make that shot that way. Nice ball, though.
Very nice ball. Nice ball, Aton. Almost caught up to, who is that, Jake?
No.
No, Jake is sitting right to our right here. I think that was Petey.
All right.
I couldn't see Jake through Fred, sorry.
Thanks. I guess, yeah, okay. I'm not that big. I am getting bigger.
Lock.
Dave.
DJ, what are you aiming for?
I don't know.
Oh, he
Good for
sneaks
that.
it in there.
Oh,
Look at
sneaks into
that.
the lock. Loving it. All right, so now all balls are locked. It's time to send it home.
Just send it home.
Send it home.
Send it to its happy place.
That's right. Let's go, shooter. Did you hear about the one with the traveling salesman?
Yes.
Uh-oh. Nice. All right.
Oh, come on.
Come on.
Oh,
time.
see, there's a sling.
Oh,
It didn't
boy.
hit. It,
Oh,
it
boy.
must have just not hit the right spot.
There
And
they
then
go.
there is the right spot
And
right there.
they go.
That was the right
That-
spot.
That was the right spot.
Bum, 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 bum. Sounds like a Styx song.
So, did you hear the one about the traveling salesman?
Domo Oregato,
Tell me
Mr.
about it.
Roboto.
I don't know. That's what the game said.
Yeah, I was waiting for the punchline.
Yeah.
I was waiting for like the obligatory pinball joke, but that never came.
Yeah, I know. I mean, unless it's like, is this a funny Bone Busters or something?
Wow.
I am on the ball
a
here.
funny Bone Busters.
You like that? Come on. The producer gave me a thumbs down.
Yeah, our producer gives us thumbs down. There goes that loop shot I was
Yep,
mentioning,
that nice
right to the
Ooh.
outlet.
Don't shoot the loop.
Don't shoot the loop. That was
So what
Don't
was
never
that?
shoot the loop.
that was incredible.
It looked like a loop shot. Held the flipper up.
Pity initials.
Hooray!
He held the flipper up
Too
and then
bad you
airballed
can't.
into the left out lane. I think that's what happened. That was pretty rough.
Space.
Here goes Pete. He's going to do a little jig back there. He's dancing to the music.
Oh, Simpsons.
Now Lewis is bouncing off screen here.
SP Scotty Pilgrim.
That is
Come
what
on.
happens when you drink a lot of coffee before Freddy Krueger.
Right.
You are bouncing and bouncing.
You are bouncing.
What do we got? We got Pete with
Oh,
917.
nice shot.
Nails
That-
the shot.
That was gorgeous. Like on the fly, a little pass
All
over,
right.
and he plugs it up.
No control. Don't trap.
No trapping allowed.
Or
Pete is-
Freddy will murder all my balls again.
We are.
I'm not going to comment because generally when I say anything, it happens. So I'm just going to watch.
And just look at his score, just skyrocket. He's already he already surpassed Lewis. Ladies and gentlemen, this is incredible.
Oh, and he's done.
And there it goes.
And that's basically all he wanted to do was pass.
That looked like a quad drain to me.
Bonus round.
He's still playing. Go, Pete, go. So this is the bonus round you get.
Put down your
Oh.
flippers. Oh.
It's like Iron Chef. Your time is up. Put your
Player
hands
2,
up.
enter your initials.
What do we got here?
Simpso?
All right. All I want for Christmas is a good ball.
I say that doesn't. Those headphones and going over that that hat don't agree with each other. You're having a difficult time there.
Religion is difficult.
You missed it.
He biffed it on the upper
plung-
flipper.
He plunged it, but he did not hold his upper flipper up.
Come on, Aton. Mini flipper better. Maybe, or just flip better, maybe. I'm not sure.
I got a lot of options.
You can still enter your initials, though, but
Okay. I forget. How do you do this on this game?
Buttons on the right under the plunger. Change the letters. Start button locks them in.
Okay, that stopped working. There you go.
love it. Loving the music.
There you go.
Music is fun.
Flipper fingers.
All right, so DJ already has the win.
So he's going to try some advanced fun.
He's going to try some tap passing. He's going to try some tap passing.
That didn't
Let's
work
see a
out.
Let's
tap
go
pass.
with some Cola J-stick tap pass.
That was the
action
coolest
here.
tap pass, though. I mean, like, the first one caught me by surprise, but the
Whoa.
second one, oh!
Whoa! So those slings, they just decided to grab the ball and say, see ya.
It really launched it over.
All right, I'm stepping off. I'm going to play a game,
that
actually,
was
and embarrass
incredible.
myself here.
Thank you very much, Fred.
Boo.
Boom. Hey, someone's got the thing there. All right, that was a lovely, lovely game of Bone Busters. So now we are going to go to one of our lovely sponsors. We've got Comet Pinball. Comet Pinball has the largest selection of lighting products for your pinball machines. LEDs can brighten up your game while reducing heat and power consumption. Whether you're a collector, operator, restorer, or a mod maker, you'll always find low prices, fast shipping, and great service with Comet Pinball. I got myself some Comet Pinball LEDs, and I love them.
That is a ringing endorsement.
Ring it. Ring it in. Ring in the new year with Aton.
Oh, that. Wait, what just happened?
It's basically
There you
resetting the balls. It'll be all right. Today.
Okay, now we're good.
All right, rock and roll.
All right.
All right, we got Pete Hendricks joining us on the mic. Hey, Pete, how are you?
Good. That was a lot of fun, except for the 19th multi-drain of the night for me.
Yeah. I think our theme of the night was just multi-drains. We all had one ugly one, I think. It was bad. It's hard. We've got two very difficult games here, and like we said, they're games you not really see too often. So you're gonna see some not too often situations like all the multi-drains we've been having.
Hey, it's frustrating, but I'm not mad about it. I mean, it happens.
It's all in good fun. All right, we got the Aton hanging out at Liz's Diner.
Atomic Chicken, my favorite.
Our specialty.
And winners don't use drugs. They become skeletons. Graffiti artist skeletons.
That is my experience in life.
Hey, Bonehead.
You talking to me?
Nice shot.
Oh, there it is. Boom, nailed it.
You gotta lock a ball first.
I don't have to do anything. You're not my dad.
But we're your friends that'll come to you and help you in your dreams. So you should listen to us.
Whoa. Aton's playing on the fly right now, but he's actually keeping the ball alive, and he's making some really interesting shots.
That's how I do it. On
Hey,
the fly.
it's definitely entertaining, man. Keep it up.
I try to give the people what they want.
This game got two really fun shots too. The that horseshoe on the right, and then the left lane into the captive ball.
Yes.
And then across the playfield from the flipper.
I love
Both a lot of fun.
Yeah, the combo from like the right flipper into the captive ball on the left above the pop bumper, and then it kind of just gently drops down so you can hit it with the upper flipper. I think that's a really, really interesting shot.
Hey, beat my last game.
Great job, Aton.
Very nice starter.
Oh, I forgot. Put the hat on top there. There we go.
Glorious bonus.
All right, let's see how Fred does on this.
We got Fred Cochran stepping up. You know he loves his bone busters, so this will definitely be a good round here.
I have no idea what I'm doing.
Fred, can you tap pass for us?
Yeah, I'll definitely give it a shot.
It's. I don't think I can pull it off like Jay can.
All right, I think I found it. So.
As Fred didn't play Nightmare, we get to see his favorite Halloween movie is the original Halloween. Good choice.
Beautiful.
So, just a quick story about that. I was 10 years old when I saw that movie. I saw it, scared the hell out of me. I slept on the floor next to my mom for a year.
1 year.
On the floor next to my mom for a year.
How did you finally break the cycle?
I don't know. I embraced horror movies, and now I love watching anything that's, scary or bloody or just awful. So, but it was kind of weird. So I'm going to try this tap pass now.
All right. While you're doing that, we have a question from the chat.
All right.
Frostbite asks, "Is this machine bona-fide?"
It is a bona fide Gottlieb. That's all I can say. Okay, here we go.
I think that pun is better than all the ones I've done. Hey, that was actually a decent tap pass, and you chilled. Another another dead bounce. This is actually for this game we should
unprecedented.
Should we call that a bone bounce on this machine?
That's what happened to Fred.
That was definitely what happened to Fred.
Yeah, but I tap passed twice. So
yeah, you did. You did what we wanted to see. If we get any other special requests from the chat room, I'll be sure to let you know.
Only Fred. Fred is the only one that.
But
does
for
special.
only Fred, yes.
All right, James.
All right, James. Let's see what you got.
So, what was your favorite Halloween movie?
We'll have to wait and see.
I'm impatient. There it is. Saw.
Which one?
The original, the first one.
One of my good friends from college we had a Saw marathon, and we called it Sausage Fest. It was glorious.
Nice.
It's so bad.
It was, but man, we had a blast. Wow.
That left fast.
That was some interesting draining music right there.
That was terrible.
And there we can see the lead singer of Queen.
Freddie Mercury,
Mercury
crossing the streams.
Crossing streams.
All right, that last one was rough. So
All right, DJ. I want to see. I don't know. You've already broken a couple million. You had a really good game.
I did.
All right, play this one on the fly. Let me see you hit some shots on the fly,
Ooh.
if you can. I'm not promising anything. I just want to see some action here.
What am I supposed to? How do you know what's locked?
Well, basically, if you see that there's like
Yeah, the
bright
lock.
yellow,
Yeah.
that one's locked.
And neither of the other two are
Neither
lit.
of the other two are locked. You got
Okay.
one on the bottom left for the out lane, and then one on the top. That's like the tower, I think it is. Ooh. Beep, beep, beep.
You are getting that on the fly play.
Yeah, you're doing real well with it.
No, if you want, you can play this game similar to Gottlieb's like TX Sector and go all spinner all the time. It's
I was thinking that.
not
Yeah.
exciting, but
It's not exciting, but
if you got
there,
the 20,000
there are good
spinner
points
lit.
there. I mean, you ultimately want to get into a multi-ball and then just shoot spinners.
That just wasn't exciting.
That's basically the big points in the game for a very simple strategy. You get to that multi-ball and you shoot spinners, because your multi-ball is a switch count. So the more switches, the more points you score, obviously.
Ooh, that hurt. Oh, that didn't feel good at all.
See, that was a shot that didn't quite make the center ramp to a jump, so it went straight back down the middle. That actually
for the
doesn't
recap.
happen too often, because there is a star rollover that's directly up the center there, that lit red dot on the center of the playfield that those lights are kind of cascading into. That is a star rollover, which kind of helps it from going down the middle, but I think that one just had too much oomph and kind of powered straight down.
All right, so I didn't see the green button on the side of the cabinet when I played it this afternoon, so that's why.
That's your mini flipper.
Yeah.
Go ahead and press it for us. You did it. It's that easy.
Sweet.
You can use that flipper for the super secret jackpot,
Or I can do that and not use it for anything.
or to see you get the super secret jackpot.
All right, we're going to hit the ramp first.
Which ramp? Are you doing a jump, or are you just going to hit the left ramp?
Is there anything locked? I haven't been paying attention.
There is one
I
locked.
see one over
One
here.
there,
Okay.
yes.
All right, so we're going to nail it. Maybe not.
It's hard for that left flipper.
What am I doing here?
You're
Draining.
draining the ball.
This is why I
very
don't like playing on
accurately.
camera, because I'm just terrible.
All right, next time we'll just turn the cameras off. We'll see how you
Yeah.
do.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
We need to take his mind off the game. He's thinking too hard about this.
No, nobody stole my ball. That's,
It's still there?
That's fantastic.
Yeah, it's very rare for you to step up the Bone Busters and your locked ball is still there. I mean, with no one else doing it.
wow.
Thank you.
Frostbite in the chat room is asking, how many Zachariah games does Papa have? I don't know the exact number. It's about 5.
I'm going to say 5 sounds to be about. We got what? We got
Brutal, man.
Farfalla,
Uh,
the clown one.
The clown one. Oh, I got to
Devil.
experience that. The last. All right, I keep looking over.
Was it Devil Riders?
I'm just gonna shut up.
I can't think of the other ones. The castle one.
Yeah. Robot.
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 That's a great one.
I think it's Mystery Castle, right?
Which is the
Mystery Castle is.
which is the one that goes little to the left, little to the right. I love playing that
Are
one.
you kidding me?
I'm not. I love it.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but. Yeah, we did Farfalla last
Oh,
week.
DJ.
And
Oh.
That's a tilt.
Oh,
yeah.
I thought you got a danger.
No
Oh, and it gets rid of all the.
Hey, if you think about it,
Strategy.
Hey, I have a strategy question here for everyone here. Do you think it would be against the rules if you are player 1, ball 3, and you lock 3 balls, and you drain your last ball if you tilt to clear all the balls?
Wow,
What are
that's-
our thoughts on that?
Ejection
You think ejection?
from the facility.
Well,
and
it
from
would
my
all
life.
it would all depend. Like if you're tilting to make a save, It's
Yeah.
one of those where you have to measure intent.
Yeah,
and-
you're gonna measure the play.
Yeah, but
like if the ball's already drained and you do it, then that would
then
be.
yeah, that's bad.
That's yeah.
But if you're trying to make that save and it tilts, I mean, hopefully you
Like
save
what?
the
Yeah, like what DJ did there.
yeah,
that
hopefully you
would have
save
been
the
fine.
ball. But you also have to be aware of the possible tilt through or the danger to another player to get yourself a warning.
Right.
So I mean, not worth it, but you know, good luck keeping the ball alive. This is a tough game that's got some wide out lanes. Nice ramp shot.
Thanks.
He locks another ball.
It's happening.
All right, so he's got one ball locked now since we had to clear them.
Looks like the lock into the ramp is good.
Jasper Hahn from the chat room also asks, how many System 3 Gottliebs do you have?
That I'm not sure
That-
because I'm not
that's
sure
a
of all
tough-
the systems.
I was going to say, I can't really answer that one myself, unfortunately. I mean, do we have a list of games?
Let's go with a few. There is a list out on the Replay FX website of all the games
That's
that
definitely a good start.
Papa has.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm not
Jasper.
up with all the different systems that were used in Gottlieb's. I'm sure there's certainly some in the collection, but I couldn't tell you exactly how many.
I mean, for the most part, if you want to ask if we have a specific machine, if you're looking forward to coming down and possibly playing a machine,
Got it.
you can definitely ask us, and I'll have a pretty good idea. Happy bone busting.
All right, now Fred, it's got the Modi ball. It's still.
We
'cause
got,
no one's claimed it.
We got good Mackie from the chat saying happy bone busting, so Fred's gonna have a good ball here.
All right, here we
I
go.
feel
Here we
it.
go.
Ah. It's weird how often you struggle just to get that center shot. I mean, it took me forever to find it.
It's really
Yeah,
early.
in warm up, yeah, I couldn't get it from a trap. I could get it while in motion, and
Oh boy, nice. That was a
Wow,
good.
that looks
That was a
good.
good jump, but it wasn't enough. Oh boy.
Man, I suck so bad.
but you're in your bonus round. 10 seconds.
bonus round. Okay. hold
Actually,
on.
we had the cameras off, so we didn't see anything.
Come on, tap pass. I'm gonna tap pass. Come on. I gotta plunge all the balls.
And you know, hey, Fred,
3, 2, 1.
I think you doubled your score in the
Oh,
bonus
that
round.
was beautiful.
There's a
Fred.
tap pass.
That was beautiful.
That was the best thing I did all game.
That was impressive.
All
And
right.
look at how many points he got for
There were some good points in that 10 seconds.
That was a 100,000 point tap pass.
Does that get rid of all the locks?
Yes, it clears them.
That's rude.
That's Bone Busters.
Yeah, the bonus round. That's interesting.
But I can do this weird short plunge for a.
So it's
A
only
lock,
worth.
right?
That's correct.
So if you're going to use that tilt technique, it's only
Nope.
worth doing
Well-
balls 1 and 2.
Now, if you would have plunged it up and around,
I did
Those
that last
slings.
ball.
No bonus ball
He
for
doesn't
you.
get a bonus ball. He
Walk
did not
away.
I get a
play
bonus ball.
Walk
enough.
away.
and DJ.
All right.
All right, DJ.
I've been in these situations before.
You're down by 900,000.
What do you do?
What do you do?
Shoot this 200,000 right here, maybe? Sounds pretty
I mean,
good.
that's a lot of points, but that's not enough.
Step 1, plunge the ball. Good start.
That's not gonna work.
The game agrees. It laughs
The
at you.
game was laughing. I love it. Oh no.
There are some very interesting
let's
sounds
go.
in this
That's
game.
I'm doing a lot of nothing here.
It's okay, just keep it entertaining. Now the game is mocking you.
That was funny.
And yet he's almost got third.
Let's just throwing dead bounce on these games.
Spinners.
All right.
Oh.
Let's get around.
Unfortunately, he hit the spinner that wasn't lit.
Oh, you kidding me? That was a cool shot.
Yeah, there's that
All
really
right,
cool.
now you
little
got the
return
you
shot.
got the right spinner lit. Now he's going to pass over and go for the lock.
He wants that lock.
I do.
He wants to light it.
Yeah, the pop bumper though gets him to third place.
Sometimes it's just about points, you know?
Sometimes it's just about points.
Isn't it?
Oh!
Wow, that was
Power
beautiful.
stance.
What a move!
Oh,
Remember, this
nice
game
trap,
doesn't have
nice
warnings.
trap.
It's tilt or nothing. So that was
Goodness, really?
That was ballsy. Or bonesy.
Heads up.
I feel like in the first game I was really good at this ramp, and it just went away.
You see the player, you go.
It's in a really nice spot, but it's not where you'd expect it.
And he got his first lock. He's into second place now. Now he could go for the 2-ball multi-ball, or he could try to get another lock. Nice nudge.
There's that sweet Captain Ball hit.
All right, he doesn't have to do anything for that one. 2 locks.
All right, show
This is
me
what
some
good
sweet
player.
jumps.
This is what good players.
Yeah, beautiful.
And there he gets the third
There's
lock.
the sneaky lock.
Sneaky lock. I like that. All right, come on, baby. Let's do it.
Ramp for the win,
Oh,
or jump for the win.
Jump. He needs the jump.
Come back.
Oh
No good.
Will he have enough in bonus?
no.
The game doesn't think so.
Where's my bonus ball?
You didn't get one. You didn't
You
turn down the
you
right
didn't
out lane.
Get a right out lane.
It was fun. Uh-oh.
What?
Supposed to do that?
Yeah.
What? Clear out
Okay.
the locks?
It'll clear them out.
Well,
and
they're all
they
just kinda
s-
sitting
they
there now.
They'll sit there until you start the next game.
Okay. Interesting.
It's definitely interesting. I think it's a lot of interesting things about this game. The layout's interesting, just like Jasper points out, and it's got some interesting rules. It's a lot of fun to play. I'm a big fan.
And that's going to wrap it up for our first horror night of the month of October. Join us next week when we do Tales from the Crypt and Devil's Dare.
Devil's
Another
Dare.
Gottlieb. That'll
Another
be a lot of
Gottlieb.
fun. One well-known game and one lesser-known game. Should be very enjoyable. We'd like to thank all our sponsors again this evening, and thank PAPAtv for the keys to the game, and thank everybody out there for watching this evening. For Jake and Chris, Lewis and James doing the producing tonight, and all the other players this evening, I'm Pete Hendricks. Thank you for watching, and keep flipping. We'll talk to you next week.